Ever wonder why you keep making the same mistakes even though you know better? Well, your brain is tricking you, and it's not your fault. What if I told you that most of your decisions aren't even yours? Your brain is running on autopilot, and it's making choices for you without you even realizing it. In this video, we're going to dive deep into how your subconscious mind is controlling you and how you can hack it for better decision-making. Let's get into it. Let's kick things off by understanding how your brain actually makes decisions. Did you know that two main regions of your brain control your decisions? The prefrontal cortex is responsible for logical thinking and rational choices, while the limbic system is responsible for emotions, desires, and instincts. The problem? Your limbic system is much faster and more powerful than the prefrontal cortex. That's why emotions often win over logic. In fact, studies have shown that 95% of our decisions are made subconsciously, meaning they're shaped by habits, past experiences, and biases we aren't even aware of. It's crazy to think that you aren't in control of the majority of your choices, right? Let me break it down for you. So what's really going on? Well, your brain is tricking you through cognitive biases, mental shortcuts that often lead to irrational decisions. Let's take a look at two of the most powerful ones. You've probably noticed this before. When you believe something, you seek out information that confirms it, while ignoring anything that challenges it. This is why social media feels like an echo chamber. Your feed is tailored to reinforce your current beliefs, and your brain loves that comfort. So you end up making decisions that feel right, but aren't always rational. This one is sneaky. Have you ever bought something because it was on sale, even though you didn't need it? That's anchoring bias at work. You anchor your decision to the first piece of information you see, like a price tag, and everything else is compared to that anchor. So you end up making irrational choices based on the initial info you received, even if it's irrelevant. Now let's talk about emotions. You might think you're making decisions based on logic, but your emotions are often the real decision makers. Think about it. Why do we impulsively buy that snack even though we're not hungry? Or why do we make decisions out of fear or love? The truth is, your emotions are designed to protect you, but they're not always right. In fact, emotions tend to hijack your brain's logic. When you feel fear, your brain triggers your fight or flight response, often stopping you from taking risks. And when you're in love, emotions cloud your judgment, making you ignore obvious red flags. This is why so many of us make poor decisions when our emotions are running high. But don't worry, you don't have to be a slave to your subconscious mind. The good news is that you can reprogram your brain and make more rational decisions. Here are a few powerful techniques you can start using today to hack your brain's decision-making process. First, let's talk about dopamine detoxing. This is where you reduce distractions and break free from constant social media scrolling. By doing this, you're training your brain to focus on what truly matters, instead of constantly seeking that quick hit of dopamine. Next, meditation and mindfulness can help you take back control. By practicing mindfulness, you can learn to be more aware of your emotions and thoughts, allowing you to make conscious decisions instead of just reacting based on your feelings. Finally, don't forget about neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself. With positive reinforcement and consistent practice, you can replace negative habits with powerful, positive beliefs. You can train your brain to make better, more rational decisions over time. Now that you understand the science behind how your brain controls your decisions, it's time to take action. What's one decision-making habit you want to change starting today? Comment below. I'm reading every reply, and I'd love to hear what you're working on. And if you want to hack your brain for even more life-changing tips and tricks, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a video on how to upgrade your mind and your life. Don't let your brain control you. Take control of your decisions and start living smarter. Let's hack the system together.